Hello everyone, Jill here. Since we are delving deeper into tactical RPGs lately, I think this is a good opportunity to showcase more new tactical RPG games before making the actual game of the year for my future uploads. Some of these games have an overlapping genre, so if you see some games that have already featured in my previous videos, then you understand why. Knowing that some of these games are still on early access or not even released yet, there's no way I can give a proper ranking to this list. So let's enjoy this video more as a reference than focusing on the ranking itself. Before we dive into the list, I want to introduce you to the best platform for buying games in this modern era, and it's called instant gaming. Instant gaming is the perfect place for you to shopping games these days. Your transactions are legit, fast, and their supports are ready 24/7, so you don't need to worry about anything. And as if that wasn't enough, they also have lots of games for your favorite platforms and they have the best deals as well. If only I know this place earlier, who knows how much money that I could save for other things like food, clothes, and maybe new consoles. All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games, and use the activation code on your chosen platforms. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Synchronicity is an indie tactical turn-based strategy game set in a cyberpunk world where every decision counts. The game isn't just about standard turn-based action. Synchronicity introduces what it calls cloud turns, allowing you to play asynchronously. This means that instead of sitting down for a full match, you can take your time to think through your moves. You'll get notified whenever it's your turn to make the next play, making it super flexible when you don't have hours to dedicate in one sitting. Metal Slug Tactics is a turn-based strategy game that combines iconic pixel art, a killer soundtrack, and a fast-paced structure that captures the feel of the original games. The gameplay is quick for a tactics title, influenced by games like Into the Breach, with tight, intense skirmishes that wrap up in just a few turns. Maps are smaller than those in typical tactics games, and objectives are straightforward, usually involving taking out enemies or escorting NPCs to specific points. Silence of the Siren is a 4X game that combines deep city building and exploration mechanics with tactical grid-based combat. You'll expand your cities, raise formidable armies, and explore a vast resource-rich world filled with artifacts and rare items. Every turn, you'll need to balance city growth, military power, and map control. City building is limited to one new structure per turn, making each decision feel strategic and impactful. Some buildings also paved the way for future upgrades, which added more depth to your city's growth plan. Flint Treasure of Oblivion is a turn-based game that lets you live out the high seas life, not just in terms of ship battles, but as a full-on tactical RPG. However, this isn't just another RPG with a pirate skin. It's a tactical RPG combining turn-based combat with character-driven choices. You control Captain Flint and his crew on a hex-style battlefield. The actions are influenced by dice rolls, meaning luck can decide whether your flintlock hits or misses, which adds some real unpredictability to each encounter. Toads of the Bayou is a turn-based combat game that drops you into a dark tactical showdown, blending intense grid-based combat with a challenging roguelike experience. What makes the gameplay stand out is the mix of card effects, allies, and strategic combat. You can choose from 3 playable toads, each with unique strengths and weaknesses. The grid-based system also rewards smart tactical play, with over 50 combat cards and 22 traps that let you customize your approach for every encounter. Demiurges is a tactical roguelike that combines strategic card management with turn-based combat in a dynamic, ever-changing world. A crucial part of the game is the deck building mechanic. Before each skirmish, you can create a custom deck using previously unlocked cards. These cards provide a range of effects, from summoning units to casting spells or granting buffs. To use them, you'll need to manage resources that can be produced or gathered on the map. Some cards even come with additional costs, so you'll need to carefully consider which ones to play in different situations. Guild Saga Vanished Worlds is a retro-inspired tactical turn-based RPG that combines the best of classic JRPGs with modern Western RPGs. In terms of gameplay, it feels like a CRPG light, and while the game offers branching dialogue choices, they don't always impact the main storyline. However, the world is still shaped by your decisions, with temporary characters potentially dying based on your actions. As for combat, it's the usual turn-based tactics style, but what sets it apart is the ability to create varied combat styles. The handcrafted encounters are also challenging but not tedious, making battles feel rewarding instead of a grind. Valefor is a roguelike tactical auto-battler set in a grim and captivating dark fantasy world, featuring everything from roguelike dungeons and PvP arenas to crafting and kingdom building. It offers a rich mix of strategy and progression. The game lets you assemble a team of heroes, equip them with powerful items, and dive into tactical battles against both AI and real players. You can also summon new units by collecting fragments and craft powerful artifacts, allowing you to combine and upgrade your heroes into formidable forces. The Adventurers is a turn-based tactical RPG set in a high fantasy world, drawing inspiration from classic tabletop RPGs like Dungeons & Dragons. The heart of the game lies in its turn-based tactical combat. Every battle tests your strategy, where you must leverage the unique skills, spells, and abilities of your heroes. Terrain plays a huge role, and using the environment to your advantage can make all the difference. The game also keeps you on your toes as enemies grow stronger and the world evolves. Lost Eidolons Veil of the Witch is a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelike twist where players find themselves stranded on a mysterious island. In this game, battles are fought on a grid, with each unit having a set of movement range based on their class and equipment. The weapon swapping mechanic is also crucial, as each weapon type interacts differently with enemy armor. When you exploit enemies' weaknesses, you'll trigger the chaining effect. This mechanic allows other units to strike the same enemy for even more damage, which is very convenient when dealing with stronger enemies. ZEPHON is a post-apocalyptic 4X strategy RPG where you navigate the wreckage of Earth and face off against alien horrors. At the heart of the game is intense turn-based tactical combat where you command over 50 distinct units, each with its own voiceovers, abilities, and traits. These units come from 3 asymmetric factions: human survivors, eldritch beings known as the Voice, and cybernetic forces of ZEPHON, and you can choose to focus on one path or combine them to create a hybrid force.
Yes. Did you want something?
Oh no, that won't do at all.
Before we go to the top 5, let's see some bonus games that might pique your interest. First, we have Seer's Gambit. Seer's Gambit is a semi-auto battler strategy RPG that have you managing a team by synergizes all of your hero's strengths and weaknesses. The game is all about discovering the best group composition. Every character in the game can shine when combined with the right partner, and while progressing the game, you will unlock more heroes and powerful buffs for meta progression. Next, we have Zero Order's Tactics. Imagine playing tactical RPGs, but instead of controlling your units directly, you are controlling the battlefield itself. And by that means that you can change the unit classes and even the terrain itself. You can create mountains, lakes, and other divine stuff to give advantage to your units. If you love games like Into the Breach, this game is definitely a must-try. Songs of Silence is a turn-based strategy game that combines elements of kingdom management, hero development, and strategic decision-making. But unlike many strategy games that focus on slow building armies, it jumps straight into action. Combat is real-time and intense, with every decision carrying weight. You'll need to optimize army formations, make use of your hero's unique abilities, and call for reinforcements at the right moments. The battles are designed to be quick yet decisive, with every maneuver feeling impactful.
Yeah.
Sumerian 6 is a strategy game that blends tactical stealth, supernatural elements, and World War II era intrigue. The gameplay revolves around controlling a team of 6 characters, each with specialized skills and gadgets. Some abilities can overlap, like the Flash Bomb and Paralytic Dart, and the others are highly unique, such as Wojtek the Werebear, who can rip a Panzer Wolf apart with his bare hands. Each character brings something essential to the table, and the challenge comes from working with the team available to you in each mission.
Spit it out. I have something for you. Was a successful experiment.
SteamWorld Heist 2 is a turn-based tactics game that takes a sharp turn from the original spacefaring adventure and dives into a nautical, robot-filled world. The tactical turn-based combat in this game is very much an evolution of the original, with smoother controls and more freedom to experiment. The combat is side-scrolling, where you move your team of up to 5 bots around the map, lining up shots and taking out enemies, all within the constraints of a 2-action turn system. Before we go to the number 1, let's see some bonus games again. First, we have Seablip. Seablip captures a charming blend of life simulation and RPG with a touch of high seas adventure. Though still in early access, the game already offers a relaxing gameplay loop and simple yet enjoyable combat. The core loop in Seablip centers around managing a pirate life with a mix of ship raiding, resource gathering, and trading. Combat is mostly ship-based and operates with cooldowns rather than turns. Different cannons brings variety to ship battles, where each type serves a unique purpose. Next, we have Pennon and Battle. This game another attempt to create the Heroes of Might and Magic experience but with modern element. As usual, you'll have various factions to choose from, each having their own distinct features. You will also need to construct building in towns using resources that you gathered throughout your journey. As in Heroes of Might and Magic, combat takes place on a separate combat map, in which the creatures and heroes use their abilities and spells turn by turn. Now, this one is actually a free game. SOF Enemy from the Future is a single-player turn-based tactical game that will immerse you in a fantastic adventure defending humanity from mysterious aliens. The game is very similar to XCOM, strategy component on the base and tactical battle in missions. Despite being a free game, the tactical depth is quite decent in my opinion, although some missions require more balancing to make it enjoyable. Tactical Breach Wizards is a turn-based strategy game where you control a team of diverse magical mercenaries, each with unique quirks as they infiltrate one fortified room after another. The gameplay is similar to Chimera Squad, featuring turn-based skirmishes on small strategic maps with environmental elements. Each encounter starts with a breach, allowing you to position your characters for their initial moves. A strong first turn can set the rhythm for the rest of the mission, but the forgiving mechanics allow for recovery after missteps, including the option to rewind actions during turns. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other neo-tactical RPG games that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your neo-tactical RPGs that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another grad list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!